Regan Slaymaker for International Boxing News, and I have the pleasure to be joined by Jimmy Sains. Jimmy, how are you today, mate?
Yeah, all good, thank you. Just finished sparring. Yeah.
You did, mate. I mean, how was that for you? I mean, it's a good six rounds with like a tricky opponent there. Well, I thought you'd done well, mate.
Yeah, it was good 6 rounds. I felt a little bit tired, but yeah, it was good to get 6 rounds out. And like you said, yeah, tricky opponent. It's quite long and rangy, so I had to stick on him a little bit. But it's good sparring, yeah.
Definitely, mate. I mean, good preparation, so we'll jump straight into it. I mean, signed, sealed, delivered.
Yeah.
Officially Matchroom Boxing's latest signing.
Yeah.
I mean, how did it feel to make that announcement public, mate?
Oh, it feels brilliant. You know, I know everyone says it's classic, like this is my dream, signing a Matchroom, but it really is. Do you know what I mean? I've been in the Matchroom gym as well, training amongst everyone, all the fighters, for nearly 3 years now as well. But now to be like, not just in the Matchroom gym, but to be signed and fighting on the Matchroom show, do you know what I mean? On the big card as well, Wembley.
Definitely, mate. I mean, fighting on September 30, I mean, like you said, how excited are you to not only kind of make your debut on a Matchroom show, but also making a debut for a very busy night for the Matchroom gym with George Liddard, Maisie Rose, but then also Jordan Thompson challenging for a world title as well.
Yeah, of course. I think everyone in the gym sort of likes that when they're all fighting on the same night, because you're at the same stage of each camp, do you know what I mean? You can all do the triangles together, all do the sprints together. It's more of a, yeah, it's great that we can all be on the same night, do you know what I mean? All in the change room together, do you know what I mean? It'd be buzzing.
Yeah, definitely, mate. I think there's West Ham songs going on whilst George won his last fight.
Yeah,
as well.
definitely.
So
yeah.
you're joining in with them.
Yeah.
I mean, last time we spoke, mate. Obviously, so you are turning over pro with a final in the ABAs, but then also a Tri-Nations victory. But not only did you win the Tri-Nations, you knocked out the guy who beat you on a split decision in the ABAs. I mean, how did it feel to kind of get that revenge over that guy, especially in the Tri-Nations final as well?
Yeah, to be honest, in the ABA final, I'm not taking full credit to the boy in the final. Steve Clark, his name. He's a great fighter, senior ABA champion. Well done to him. But just weren't the best on my night. Do you know what I mean? Just couldn't really get going. I don't know why. Weren't really the pressure. Felt just weren't myself. Do you know what I mean? So it was great that I had the opportunity to again fight him in the Three Nations, and then to get the stoppage, just even better. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Definitely.
To show who's in top, do you know what I mean?
Mate, for sure. I was going to say you definitely were number one. Obviously, you're turning over as the number one in your weight class in Britain. The KOs to match, and I mean, if you haven't seen those knockouts, that knockout run in the ABS, I think in the Tri-Nations League, Matchroom shared them all. Please do, and I'll link them below as well. But I mean, how does it feel to be turning over with kind of that momentum going into your pro debut as well?
Oh yeah, definitely. I've had 4 KOs, like you're saying, in my last 5 fights. So hopefully carry that on to the pros. But I don't want to just go out looking for the KOs, you know what I mean? If it comes, it comes. But I want to show my boxing skills as well, not just on the fight power. I don't want everyone to say, oh, he can bang. I want them to say, oh, he can box as well, he's a good fighter as well.
Definitely. I mean, you're campaigning a middleweight, aren't you?
Yeah, middleweight, I'm a good fighter.
Perfect. So how also, I mean, middleweight sparring isn't short of in the Matchroom gym as well.
Yeah.
How is it? Obviously, we spoke about training with George before sparring John as well. But like, how is that kind of, is that giving you that added level of confidence knowing that you've already been sparring the pros heading into your debut as well?
Oh, definitely. I think I said this to you before, but the boys who I'm going to be fighting haven't had that sparring behind them. Do you know what I mean? This is world class sparring in the gym, which a lot of people don't have. That have to go out, have to go abroad to get the sparring in. But to have that in the gym all the time, it's just unbelievable, and it helps everyone bringing each other on.
Definitely, mate. I do want to kind of touch on it. Whilst I was doing some new research for this interview. Obviously you do boxing for a very, very high level. But also, your younger brother is also signed to Ipswich as well.
Yeah.
I mean, how does it feel to kind of both two brothers succeeding together at the same time? Must be a nice feeling.
Oh yeah, it's brilliant. Everyone in the family loves it, especially my dad. Do you know what I mean? He loves it. He loves it more than us, I think, to be honest. But yeah, my brother's at Ipswich footballer. He's got signed a scholarship there as well, so hopefully he can go straight through and come up for the first team as well. And then my dad will have 2 pro athletes as sons. Yeah.
I mean, that's a bit mad. Have you ever tried playing football and your brother doing boxing?
Do you know what? My brother's actually not a bad boxer. He's actually alright. He's not bad, but he don't like being it. Do you know what I mean? Footballers, once they can't get it, do you know what I mean? It's different, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Little tap and they're diving on the floor, ain't they? but it's completely different.
I was going to say, are you not much of a footballer then, mate?
Not really, no. I was a little bit when I was younger, not bad, but nowhere near.
I'll get you to my side team on a Wednesday, mate. I'll get you and I've been talking to Tony as well. Yeah, he's been giving you a new nickname, I think, mate. He's given George the Ali G a Billericay, but he's been giving you your nickname 7-Up as well.
Yeah.
I mean, explain why Tony's been giving you the nickname.
Well,
7-Up.
my middle name is Seven, which is my mum's maiden name. So Tony actually, I don't think he ever knew that. So I told him, and ever since then he keeps calling me 7-Up. Yeah. But it's a bit of a mad middle name, to be honest.
I was going to say, you need to get on that. You need to put the logo on your shorts, free lemonade for the whole career. 100%. I don't know how well Hydrate will feel about that with Tony's main sponsors, but you got to do it, mate. And my final question, Jimmy. Thank you for giving me your time today, mate.
Worries,
I mean, what can people expect from your performance on September 30th?
I think they can expect a great boxing show. Do you know what I mean? I want to go out there and box. If the knockout comes, it comes, but I don't want to go forcing it. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to. Sometimes people can force a knockout on their pro debut and it looks rushed, everyone's saying this, saying that, but I just want to go out there, keep calm, don't worry about no one else, get to the boxing and hopefully a knockout comes.
Definitely, mate. Well, Jimmy Sains, thank you very much. Matchroom's latest signing. Cheers, mate.
Thank you very much. Cheers, mate.